Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what messages does your future self have for you about your future. So when it comes to your future life, we are taking between the 5-year and the 10-year mark. Okay, so from 5 years from now to the 10-year period. So this is really long term, okay? So I hope these messages help you as much as they help me in my personal life. When it comes to selecting a pile that speaks to you most, use the feathers or the imagery, which in my case is my favorite, and the plates, whichever way it speaks to you, okay? I'll give you some time and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. And I have around 10 decks that I'm going to be shuffling on camera, so stay tuned for that. First of all, for you pile 1, the message from your future self is why make it so complicated for yourself when things can be simple. Okay? Easy does it, simple does it. So when it comes to your future choices, choose the one that is simplest, the one that you can work on immediately. And if you feel like, okay, now this may be something that I cannot do, you have other options. Why, beat around the bush is a message from your future self. So please make your own life simple, make simple choices. Do not run the rat race. Do not compare yourself with other people, which you have a tendency to do. Pile 1 is what your future self is here to tell you. And your future self is also here to tell you that in the upcoming 5 to 10 year period, you're going to have a new home. You're going to purchase it or you're going to rent it. That will depend on you and your choices that time. Yeah, but a new home is in your destiny, so don't worry about that. And if you are the kind of people maybe that is on your to-do list, make simple choices today. Okay, you don't have to buy a home that is like beyond your reach. Home is about the people you love and being comfortable. Yeah. So, but you have that in your destiny. And look at that. Prosperity lies ahead. So, one of those things that is always a matter of concern for us is, am I going to be financially okay? And your future self is coming right on and answering that question. They're here to tell you prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, so don't worry so much about money in your everyday life. And I'm going to take tarot on camera today. Oh, look at that. You guys are really lucky if that's the first card. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, wow. See, in your case, what I see is, especially when it comes to your prosperity, it is not going to be like you're going to hit a jackpot. You're going to put your efforts towards your prosperity. So your hard work is what will pay off in the long run and get you what you want. Yeah. And remember this, if you're looking at your money and being like, wow, this is so not enough, or this is not as per the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. Be patient. Okay, because Rome was not built in a day. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. Yeah, so financial success is in your future, but you don't have to trouble yourself for it today. Make good choices. Invest wisely is a message your future self is here to tell you. And remember this, the dearest wish that you have in your heart is going to come true for you. And each and every one of us absolutely know what that wish is. So I see that coming true for you between the 5 and the 10 year period. Maybe that's when you're going to have your home. Yeah, but remember this, you're going to be successful not only at your own level, but at a public level too. Some of you may actually become famous for what you do. Yeah, but people will really look at you and be like, okay, this person is my example. I want to be like this person. Yeah, that's what your future self is here to tell you. Your reading is beautiful. Yeah. In your case, I feel like your future self is telling you, you just have to be clear about the vision of your future. So please make sure that you have goals in mind and that do everything every day to reach there. Clarity is going to be most important, because sometimes in your case, what happens is you get so busy in your head, your thinkings become muddled and then you lose your clarity. So there's something that you need to work on according to your future self. And your future self is also here to tell you, you have a very, very curious mind, and you will constantly learn new things. And all of this may not be about what you can use in your career or you can use in your practice. Some things that you're going to be learning now are just going to be skills that are going to be great for your life, or just skills that you will absolutely love to have in your life. So if you have a hobby and you're like, oh, I really want to go in this direction, but I don't think it's going to be useful to me. You don't have to live your life as per what will get you money and what won't. Some things you just need to do for fun. That's what your future self is here to tell you. Let's see. Okay. Now, in your case, pile 1, your future self is here to tell you that you daydream a lot. But sometimes all of those dreams that you dream about don't get converted into actions. Dreams are important. Without dreams, we cannot get anywhere. But action on them is important. Making decisions and commitment on them is important. Yeah, you can't think about money all day and then do nothing about it. You have to act. That action is something that you have to do. So daydream is good, but don't get lost in the world. Exactly, muddled head thinking. You need to be very, very clear about your path to get here. Yeah. Now, in your case, pile 1, you focus too much on what was. You focus too much on what you've lost, and because of which, you feel like, okay, you have to be sad, or you're like isolated. In which case, I feel like that's not true. You're spending too much time being the victim sometimes. I'm not saying your feelings of sadness or isolation are not true, but if you dwell in that victim mindset, that is not going to help you. Oh, wow. And I'm also telling you, everything is going to be coming together beautifully. And in your case, I feel like a relationship is calling out to you, especially if you're single. And this person who comes into your life is going to be very, very caring and very nurturing. Like, they want what's best for you and they're willing to work with you. They're like going to offer you comfort and help whenever you want to. So you're definitely not alone. I see that for you. And healing. Exactly, you don't allow yourself to heal. You just spend a lot of time in that sadness and you go back and sort of, be the victim. Thinker. You've got to be a thinker, but you cannot be an overthinker, which in your case is what is happening. So you need to have like a balance, mending. Now, in your case, some relationships that are not going so well, or, relationships are like broken in a way, I feel like you'll be able to mend them. Present power. See, the thing is, you're very, very powerful, but you have to own your power. You have to claim your power. Yeah. And it's like, you need to be in control of your emotions sometimes. That is also coming through. When you need professional assistance in your life, don't be afraid to go on and take it. Yeah. See, it's like, you don't know how to do your taxes, so get help. If you want to purchase a property, get help. Professional assistance. If you need it, go and find it. Ample of abundance. Whatever you want can be sourced from God. He has plenty of prosperity, abundance, and luck for all to share. So remember this, the money that is written in your destiny, nobody can take it away from you because God has written it there. Yeah, and God has a lot and it's not running away. So if you feel like, money, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Ask God. Let's see. Well-being. You also need to take care of your body, mind, and soul. Okay, body, mind, and soul. So what does your body need? What does your mind need? What does your soul need? You need to pay attention to these things. Pile 1. That's what your future self is here to tell you. And you have to take care of your external appearance for yourself, not for the world. Yeah. So if you want to go to a spa, you want to go to a salon, do it. If you want to buy new clothes to look good, do it for yourself, not for the world. Yeah, that's something that you need to know as well. When it comes to relationships, I'll take those cards as well. Give your relationship a chance. So work on your partnerships. So in your case, if certain relationships are like not doing well, then maybe you need to give it a chance and you need to work on its mending. Yeah, working on your partnerships. Yeah, put in the work. Like ask the person what is it that they would like for you to do. Yeah, maybe that way. Romantic relationships especially. And true love, it's like you found it. Yeah, in a friend, or this person then becomes your friend, but this is a romance of a lifetime. True love is a part of your destiny, so don't lose hope. So if that is a wish fulfillment, then that is definitely happening for you. Beauty, your future self is asking you pay attention to yourself, especially when it comes to beauty. Get a massage, relax, whatever floats your boat in terms of beauty. Do that for yourself, not for anybody else. And family. See, I feel like your family is going to be very important, and especially if your bonds with your family are broken, then you may want to fix it. Yeah, that's a message from your future self. So, so the things will get better. See, the thing is, if you're gonna wait for things to get better in your future, it might be too late. So right now is the time for you to mend it. That's the message for you. Let's see. Okay, solar plexus chakra. In your case, sometimes I feel like you've given your power away. Yeah, maybe you've given your power away, or you don't feel powerful enough, like you're fearful all the time. You're like, I don't know how things are going to happen. I cannot take care of myself. These are all issues of the solar plexus chakra. Yeah. And see, if certain things don't speak to you anymore, your future self is telling you, don't be afraid to walk away from it. Yeah. If you know certain chapters are closed, there is no reason for you to go back to it time and again. It'll just make you feel that hurt again, and it'll make you go into that sadness zone again and again. Yeah. So if something is not for you, you have to say it's not for me and walk away. And yeah, if you're a woman and watching this, then you're going to be very wealthy in the future. I see this. You're going to be having a lot more than you do right now. That's something I can tell you. And if you are a man watching me, then this may be your wife or your girlfriend, whatever, or this could be your spouse. Yeah, I see that happening in your case. Love, you're going to be finding true love. Oh, true love, yes. Yeah. And also your future self is here to tell you, whatever you do it with love. That's all. Fulfillment, your future self is telling you, you have found fulfillment. Yeah, you found fulfillment. You're happy in your future. You have the house, you have the relationship that you want, you have prosperity, and people respect you. In the present moment, allow your heart to heal. Allow your life to heal, and, don't trouble yourself so much. Keep it simple. Live every day simply. Walk away from something that is not for you, and just walk towards what is. You have to make informed choices every day. Pile 1. That's what your future self is here to tell you. But you're fulfilled 5 to 10 years from now. I see a life of fulfillment for you. You're happy. May openness lead you to connection. And once again, because you have like that love and all of these things going, I feel like you need to be open towards life. A new life. Okay, not the old one, because I see you walking away from that old kind of life. And if you find yourself intuitively going in that direction, be open to the future, because your future is so much better than your past. Resilient, may your soul weather the storms, and your future self is here to tell you, I am so proud of you because you've remained strong throughout. Yeah. So they come to you with like, you have made yourself proud. You've made me proud. That's what your future self is here to tell you, because of your strength and because you never gave up, even though you were down and out in your life. That is your message from your future self. But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my prayers, my good wishes, and my heartfelt gratitude. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Okay, and I have around 10 decks that I'm going to be shuffling on camera, so stay tuned for that. Your future self is telling you have faith. Have faith in the process of life, and have faith that your future is going to be okay. Yeah? See, you can only see the first step when it comes to your life. You can only see so far. You cannot see as far as 5 years or 10 years. So all you can do is have faith in the divine, especially. Yeah? Because you're not going to be misled, or you're not going to go off track. Whatever is written in your destiny, you're going to be meeting it. You just have to have faith and take the first step. And see, your future self is telling you that you yourself, your heart, is the best guide for all the answers that you need. So if you're the kind of person who you guess and second guess, ask your heart, what is right for me? And you'll get all the answers, because the biggest guide for you is your heart. And look at this. Your future self is also here to tell you that your hard work is paying off. So whatever it is that you're working towards in your life, you're going to succeed. So it's like your future self is telling you, I see the work that you're putting in, and I'm so proud of you. If only you could see where our life is. So it's almost like your future self is, I thank you for the work that you did. It's because of what you did, I can be happy where I am. Yeah, that's the message for you. Let's see. I'm going to shuffle tarot on camera because you guys really enjoyed, and thank you for the feedback. Okay, you have Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Oh wow, 10 of Cups. And you have the Hanged Man. Okay, now your future self is basically telling you, you are going to be having a happy family life. Okay, you're going to be having financial security, and you're going to be actually living a life of luxury in the future. Yeah, like you have everything sorted. You have your work sorted, you have your family sorted, you have things under control, and you can almost, sit back, look at your life and be like, I cannot believe I actually did this. You're going to having that sense of, disbelief. It's because, today you may be like, I don't see myself doing this, but when you are 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, in that period, you're going to be like, I did it, and I'm so relieved. You're going to be spending a lot of money on luxury. I'm telling you this, you may actually be living in a high-rise complex, or you could be living in your own bungalow. Whatever your definition of luxury is, you're going to be having that. Yeah, I also see you guys having pets, multiple in certain cases, or you may be involved with animal shelters or with some kind of shelter, but you're doing that. Yeah, you're also going to be pursuing a lot of your hobbies. Yeah, your future self is telling you, please don't let go of the hobbies that you love, because you feel like it's a waste of time. Yeah, you'll be very, very sorry that you left your hobbies. Okay, so go and invest. If you're a painter, invest in those brushes. If you want to pick up a guitar, do that, because they are going to be an important part of your future. Your future self, however, warns you that don't be impulsive when it comes to your decisions, because it's like you make your mind up about something and you do it. That is actually not the best thing for you. So when you want to make a decision, ask yourself, okay, is this something I want to do for my future? Because that one moment for thinking will be great for you and your life. Yeah, so example, you want to sort of invest in something, and that moment you're like, oh, I'm doing it. Go back and be like, okay, where will this take me 5 years from now? And you'll get all your answers. Spiritually, make the effort is what your future self is telling you. Don't be lost in the pursuit of money. It's another message. Because you're going to be having money, make no mistake. But if you let go of your spiritual life now, you're going to be wishing you did not, because then you just have to start from scratch once again. So make your spiritual life a priority as well, is the message for you. Now let's shuffle on camera. Okay. Now, one thing, however, you need to know is don't be controlled by somebody external. Yeah, see, they can have some kind of vision about their life, they can have expectations about their life, but you have to be honest and ask yourself, what do I want from my life? And the answer lies within you. Yeah, so don't be trapped in somebody else's story. Don't be trapped in a relationship that you don't want, or a relationship that is not healthy for you. Yeah, because you have that thing about being trapped in something. Now this could be multiple things, this could be online shopping, this could be spending a lot of time online, wasting money and not paying attention to daily life. Yeah, so don't let these things, these gadgets or whatever, control you. See, oh, look at that, you have to be trusting about your future. Yeah, and when you approach a future, when you think about your future self is telling you, act like a child, because you make the right decisions when you act like a child, not impulsive. Yeah, not impulsive, but with faith. Faith is most important. Yeah, that's important for you. And listen, you also need to be a good listener. Okay, if somebody is trying to give you some advice, then see, you may know better because all the answers for you come from within, but listen. Yeah, just listen. Maybe you may want to pick up a thing or two from what they say. So listen. Community. Your future self is telling you, you have a beautiful community. You are a part of a beautiful community. And I feel like this community has to do with the place you live. Okay, maybe the place that you are in, you may have friends in your neighborhood, or you may be a part of a extended community, like a gated community at that. Yeah, but you're going to be living as a part of community. You may be involved in social activities. Your kids can grow beautifully out there. You're like happy. That's the vibe. Imagine. Now, your future self is telling you, have dreams. Somewhere, pile 2, your future self is telling you, you're not dreaming like you used to. So I don't know what happened with you, pile 2, because of which, you're being taken back again and again to your childhood. Maybe you were very imaginative. You are also very creative. So maybe if you want to get into a creative career, the answer is yes. Yeah, be creative. Do something different with your life is what your future self is telling you. Experiment. Try different ventures. Because that is you. Change. Your future self is telling you that the life that we are living right now, you could never have imagined. You could never ever have imagined. Great gratitude. Your future self is telling you, wherever you are, you need to be grateful for your experiences. Because somewhere in your life, you've stopped being grateful. And maybe you've gone a little bit into the zone of complaint. So your future self is telling you, no matter what, be grateful. Yeah? Because you've been saved from a lot of things that could have gone wrong. Now this is a message that you have to decode. Intuition. Manifestation. So your future self is telling you, do yourself a favor and manifest more. Imagine more. So somewhere your future self is like, if only you would have dreamt big. Yeah. Now remember this, if you are reaching this point, then this is definitely a message for you. Think big. Why are you thinking small? Yeah. You can have more. Your future self is here to tell you that you get what you deserve. So right now, if you feel like, I'm wronged in certain way, or somebody is not behaving in a way that is right for me, you get your justice. Yeah, that's a message. Your future self is telling you that you have friends that you love and who love you. Yeah, you have friends and you don't have to worry. So if you find yourself not having anybody, you have an extended sense of friends. Connect to your womb. Now, in your case, your future self is here to tell you that if there's anybody going through any kind of issues relating to the womb, then you may want to take a look at it. Yeah, so that things can work in harmony for you, especially if you want to have a children later. And sound healing. Your future self is here to tell you that sound healing is a huge part of your future. So if you want to get into it right now, then they are like, you'll really enjoy it. Okay, your future self is here to tell you God helps those who help themselves. So take action. Don't wait for anybody to come to your aid and advice every time. You are going to be having those people, but don't rely on them all the time. It's your life, it's your work. You've got to do what you have to do. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are a gateway to other world, is what your future self is here to tell you. So don't neglect your dreams and don't be afraid of daydreaming as well. Yeah, that's a message. Your future self is here to tell you, release people who no longer belong in your life. Release places that no longer belong in your life. Release memories that no longer belong in your life. Yeah, for that you have to know what doesn't belong anymore. So ask yourself those questions. Release. Don't hold on to baggage. Lightness. May the light lift you to the surface. I feel like, in your case, the life that you're living in the future is very burden free. Whatever you have to resolve, in your life, it's just in these 2-3 years. Yeah, so if you're going through some kind of difficulties, it's just these years, and the future is like so much better. Yeah, so much better. Soothed. May you settle gently even as the wave breaks above. So your future self is here to tell you, don't be too bothered with the world. Don't be bothered with everything. Yeah, so be gentle with yourself. You're just too harsh, because you carry so much when you don't have to. Your future self is here to tell you, if you have somebody in your life right now, or if you meet somebody, make an effort to get to know them. Yeah, because see, it's obvious, you have somebody in your life, or you may have this person in your life right now, and you could spend years without getting to know that person. It happens. So get to know these people who are important to you. Playfulness. Don't be serious all the time, please. That's a message for you. Because you don't have to be, it all works out in the end. That is the message. Slow down. Enjoy that cup of tea. Enjoy that cup of coffee. Go for a walk. Don't be working all the time. Children. You are having kids in the future. And maybe, especially if you're like single right now, then please make sure you pay attention to your cycles, because you are having kids in the future. Or in your case, this could be like, you're going to be responsible for children, grandchildren, if you're of that age. Yeah, but see, for a woman, especially if you are a woman, then that health is very important. So no matter what your age is, pay attention. Yeah, but that is what I have. I'm going to give you just a few cards to end up. Yes, your future self is here to tell you, your intuition is correct. Follow it wherever you are. And as I wrap this up, I'm going to tell you, you are fine. You are good. Just have more trust. Yeah? And rely on yourself, because everything that you're building with your own efforts. Yeah? I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. We are essentially looking at 5 to 10 year period. Okay? Your future self, pile 3, is here to tell you, keep moving forward. Do not look back. The past has no different story to tell, and the future is glorious. Now the choice in your hand is whether you want to keep peeping back, or you want to have a glorious life. Do you want sunshine, or do you want clouds? That is a choice you have to make. That's what your future self is here to tell you. Because as you keep moving forward, you're moving forward towards a beautiful future. So don't worry so much about what happened. Instead of focus on what you want in your future. And your future self is telling you, believe in the impossible. Because it is your belief today that will make us who we are. And in a way, your future self is here to tell you, you can have more. You can have so much more if only you believe. Yeah? So somewhere I feel like there is something that you could have done and you haven't. So you have the option to fix it today. Make a new vision board. Yeah? If you are asking for this, ask for this. That's the message. Your future self is telling you your psychic abilities are really, really on the rise. Okay? They're like really going ahead. So then make an effort when it comes to your spiritual life. Yeah? Keep steady on your spiritual practices. Don't give up. And don't pick up one, give up one, don't pick up one, give up one. If you have something, be steady with it. That's all you need. That's all. Yeah? Let's see. Okay. Your future self is basically here to tell you that, you have a lot in terms of security. You have so much in terms of security. And in a way, your future self is also here to tell you that don't be afraid to take risks in your life. Okay? The thing with you is you feel whatever you have right now, it's enough. And you don't need any more. You can have more. Exactly the message. If only you believe, if only you take a step towards it. However, your future self is here to tell you there's no need to be in a hurry and there's no need for you to rush into anything. You can take your time. When you feel like you're ready to do something different, to try something different, to explore something different, just don't be afraid. Your future self is also here to tell you you need to have a renewed sense of passion towards life. Wherever you are right now. Yeah? You need to also sort of dream in a way that you should feel like I've achieved it in the future. It's only in that case that you'll achieve, because in your case, pile 3, your future self is telling you everything for you is on the basis of what you believe. Especially in your case, because you're the only ones who've got this message. Yeah? There is also a message from your future self that you need to learn something more. And this is something that you cannot learn on your own. So either you need a teacher, you need a mentor, or you need a guide. So you need to find somebody. See, if you want to be something, you need to find an expert in it. Yeah? So if you really admire somebody and you're like, oh wow, I really like the kind of life they live, get in touch with them. Ask them how they did it. Yeah? Your future self is also here to tell you invest for the future. Financially, especially. Okay, this wants to come out. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So in some of your cases, you already know the person that you're going to be ending up with. You know this person, like maybe you've met briefly, but you know them. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you feel like, okay, wow, this person could really be the one, express. Don't hold on. That's the message for you. Go ahead. And if you're already married, then this is your person. Express. However, your future self is here to tell you, in your romantic relationships, don't be controlling. Don't expect the other person to listen to everything that you have to say. Yeah? Then allow the situation to unfold naturally. So when you meet the person, don't be like, oh wow, I just want to get together with them right now. It may not happen. Between you meeting this person and you getting together, there's going to be some time duration. Happiness. You are happy. And you're happy in either your relationship or with your partner in the future. Yeah? And you are like soulmates is the message for you. Yeah? It's like you're bonded for life. Action. Your future self is here to tell you you need to have dreams, and when you have dreams, act on it. Don't sit on it the way you have, this tendency to do. Like you dream, but action is missing in some cases. I'm not saying all, but your future self clearly expects more action from your end. Strength. You've got to be stronger than you are. Yeah? In some cases, you feel like you're not strong enough. That's not true. You're very strong. Your future self is reminding you of your strength. Your future self is here to tell you that you're very indecisive in some cases where you should not be. So don't keep going back and forth between things. Do I need this? Do I not need this? Do I do this? Do I not do this? If you want to do it, just do it. Yeah? So don't be indecisive. Okay, I'm gonna take these. Oh wow. Higher vibration. Go outside. Your future self is telling you need to spend more time outdoors. Yeah? Get the good vibration. Spend time in nature. That is where God is. Yeah? And you also need to take a risk about something. That's what your future self is here to tell you. You can have a glorious future. There's some area where you're being too comfortable and not taking a risk. Yeah? Because if you act at this point, if you put your heart and soul into it, it's going to be very fruitful in the long term. And you're not doing this on your own, whatever it is, and I feel like you will know instinctively what I'm talking about. You're going to be a partner with somebody else. So maybe in some cases, what you do and what your partner does is going to be together, connected. You may also have like a family business in the future. Or if you want to have a startup for yourself, you're going to be partnering with somebody. Maybe from your family or your own person, that is. Let's see. Abundance planning. You need to plan your abundance. Investments, where your money is going. Yeah. So investments need to be considered. Ancestors. Your future self is here to tell you, please remember your ancestors. Okay? And maybe live like them is also a message. So what was the lifestyle of your ancestors? I bet it was simple. Yeah? So if that is what calls to you, or that is where you instinctively taken towards, go in that direction. Because in some cases, you're supposed to be living like them, but maybe you're not. So ask yourself, which way did my ancestors live? That is the answer for you. Your future self is telling you, you don't know yourself well. That's what they're here to tell you. When you look into the mirror, ask yourself, what is my story? What do I want? Chances are you don't have that clear. It's almost like, your story has become what somebody else expects it to be. So, explore your truth. You don't know yourself well. And all the inspiration for your future will come from within. You will know. Yeah? So for inspiration, don't seek somebody else on social media. It's just you who's going to be inspiring for you. You need to pick up something creative is what your future self is here to tell you. Maybe the thing with you is your future self doesn't have any hobbies. Okay? They don't have hobbies. Maybe you have it right now, but you left it halfway. And then it's like, why? Why did you have to do that? Can you pick it up once again or take something seriously? So if somebody was taking certain lessons and they left it halfway, it's almost like, why did you do that? Can you go back to it? Your future self is here to tell you have a lot of friends. So if you're an introvert, you are in for a big surprise because you have a lot of people in your life. In fact, the thing with you is your future self is here to tell you that did you have some friends when you were picking up a creative endeavor? Or maybe if you pursue them right now, you'll have more friends. Yeah, that can actually happen. So if you're an introvert and you're not finding your tribe, doing something creative or getting into something that you love will actually bring you closer to these people. Your future self is here to tell you there is only one place to live in, and that is the present. Not the past and not the future, too much of it. The present. So do the best that you can. Yeah, future will take care of itself. The only thing, believe in the impossible and take certain actions that you're being asked to take. Your future self is telling you you need a routine. Yeah, especially around your sleeping patterns, if that speaks to you in some ways. Or if you're the kind of person, I'm going with the flow and then nothing works out, your future self is telling you why. Okay, you can make good use of your time. Maybe you spend it doing things that can be ignored. You and your partner are like, you're a close unit. Yeah, and that's gonna continue, and you'll find a balance in this. is also a message for you. Okay. The thing with you is, it's so interesting, and since this wasn't reversed, it's like healing is coming. Be open to it, is what your future self is telling you. You yourself are responsible for keeping yourself in traps. You have the possibility of a good life, but you're like so busy looking elsewhere that you miss what is in front of you. Right in front of you. So don't regret it. Okay. Your third eye chakra once again needs your attention. Yeah. So in some cases, I feel like, you may be very, very intuitive, but you're like probably not paying a lot of attention to your spiritual life right now. So please do that. Yeah. You may want to Google like third eye imbalances, and if you see some things that resonate with you, then you may want to look at it. And oh my God, your dreams are coming true. Your future self is here to tell you have what you want. And you can have more than what you have, okay, in the future. There's something that they want you to do. They're like, don't leave this. That will benefit us in the long term. So think about this, okay? See, of course, these are guidelines and you know yourself better than anybody. So you have to just pay attention to it. I'm going to give you just 2 more. You're worthy. Yeah, your future self is here to tell you whatever you have in the future and whatever you have right now, you're worthy of it. And you deserve everything. Yeah, you deserve all the good that is coming your way. You deserve all the money that is coming your way. You deserve all the love that is coming your way. Do you feel worthy? That is something that you have to decide. And you're more powerful than you realize, and it's safe for you to be powerful. You are very powerful, pile 3. That's what your future self is reminding you time and again. They're telling you you're worthy. Yeah, you need to build yourself up. Yeah, you're underestimating your potential. That's what your future self is here to tell you. Don't do that. You're very powerful. I'm going to end on that note. And your dreams are coming true. Don't forget that. Yeah. So overall, this is what I have for you when it comes to messages from your future self. And as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my prayers, blessings, and my gratitude for always choosing to be with Teacup family. I'll see you next time. Bye.